All right, there we go. Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hitting the Wall. It is, Tuesday, November 26th. I am your host, Kyle Walker, and I'm being joined by a very special guest tonight, someone who's actually going to class up the joint a little bit and, make it so it's not just, myself, as I called myself earlier, the big turkey with the microphone, because it's Thanksgiving week. This is Chantel. She is our special guest tonight, so I'm going to just let her tell you whatever she feels like sharing with you people.
Hello, I'm Chantel. I am visiting this great state of Kansas for the holiday, visiting friends and family. I am actually in the military. I'm enlisted in the Air Force, and I am stationed in Germany. I love it there. The weather is pretty similar to how it is here in Kansas City, a little dreary and very cold. But I'm happy to be here.
Well, thank you so much for coming
inviting me.
You bet. Okay, so a few things we have to go over first. Even though I'm sporting the hat and, she kind of works for them full time, anything we say here is simply us. This is our opinions, our thoughts. This does not in any way, shape, or form reflect the opinions of the United States Air Force or the military in general. This is only us, and we have to preface that so we don't get anybody in trouble. So if I say something completely stupid, it's not the Air Force's fault. And I know that you won't, so we're good. Yeah. So Chantel's on tonight because we've talked about over the last, I don't know, maybe month and a little more, about getting different voices out there and about getting different people's opinions heard and different stories and different perspectives. And so that's kind of what we're doing tonight, because honestly, someone who lives in Germany and is in the United States military is about a 180 from a banker in Kansas, which is all I am. So we're just going to talk about a few things, and just so you can kind of hear how someone else is living, how someone else is doing things. And if you happen to have a question or a comment, hit it in the little chat room there and we'll address it, because maybe my eyes are getting better. I can actually see what people are saying this time. It's a miracle. So if you would be so kind, just give us a little bit of a background, because you are not the traditional, I graduated high school, bam, I'm in the military.
Right.
So break down those early years, shall we say, between high school and then your decision-making process of going into the military.
Yes. So my early years, I want to say right after I graduated high school, I had little odd jobs here and there. I worked at Hy-Vee, which is now Hobby Lobby on 95th Street.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I know exactly which one that is.
I worked at Camelot Music when that was at Oak Park Mall.
Camelot Music.
Aerosols when I was at the mall also. And then one of the best jobs I had right out of high school was being a nanny.
Oh.
So I worked for a family, the Forsmans, and actually they're my friends on Facebook. Hey, guys. And the little boy that I used to watch, he is in the Marines now.
Hey.
Blake.
Okay.
So it's awesome. I did the typical knucklehead thing. I thought that I could take a year off and find myself and figure things out and then go to school. A year turned into several years of finding myself.
I know that all too well.
Yep. So I decided to go ahead and join the Air Force. I heard great things about it. They sold me when they told me that I could join and serve my country and also have the opportunity to travel the world and to go to school for free. So I did it.
Now, you didn't do this at 18. When did you decide to go in?
Several years later. So I was 24 when I joined. Yep. I just turned 24.
So I imagine, let's say in your early stages, you were probably, I don't mean this negatively, the senior statesman of all the people you entered with.
Oh, yes.
You were probably in there with a bunch of 18-year-olds.
I was in there with a bunch of youngins, and that was the hardest thing to do, but I made it through. I just buckled down and just kept my head to the ground, and I realized and knew that this is just a game. It's all a mind trick, and they're trying to break you down to build you up.
Okay. And so then you're in, and I know that we've talked, you have actually visited and been stationed in some very different places. So let's go with the places that you've been stationed where you've actually lived. Go ahead and give us the list.
Okay.
And then tell them about your favorite.
Okay. So my first duty station was in North Carolina,
Okay.
then South Carolina. Um, then from there, I went to Korea. After that, Italy.
Okay.
Uh, then Oklahoma. Yeah. And Germany.
So you went from what, Korea to Oklahoma
Yes.
to Italy? Or no, from Italy to
Italy.
Oklahoma to Germany.
Yes.
Why did they bring you all the way back to Oklahoma just to send you back overseas?
It was just time to go. The way it is when you go to Korea, that's a short tour. So you're
Okay.
just there for a year, unaccompanied without family, and you get an automatic follow on, which you could put on your dream sheet. And Italy was my number one. Like I
Okay.
wanted to go there. I wanted to, enjoy the wine and the pasta, and I wanted to see everything, the Vatican. I wanted to experience
Okay.
life.
And how long were you in Italy?
2 years.
2 years.
Mhm.
So a year in Korea,
Yep.
2 years in Italy, and then you're in Germany currently. And how many
Yes.
years are you there?
I will be there for 3 years.
3 years.
Total.
They get progressively longer, it seems like. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so tell us about your favorite, because when you told me, I was surprised. Your favorite place you've been stationed was?
My favorite place was Korea,
Okay.
hands down. At first when I got stationed there, I had some fears.
Mm-hmm.
There was some tension going on in the country at the time. But once I got there, I realized that it's a different life when you're there on base and you're doing your job and you're actually living life.
Yeah.
So I wasn't fearful of serving there. I had a great time. I met some great people. I made some great friends. I loved Korea. The food was amazing. Um, they had these beef on a leaf spots.
Beef on a leaf.
Beef on a leaf. Korean barbecue. I'm sure they have a few places like that around here. So
They attempt.
They attempt.
They attempt.
Yes.
Probably can't hold a candle to the real thing.
But if you ever get a chance to try it, try it out. It's different, but you may like it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like we said, there's a lot of phobia around anything that just has the word Korea in it.
Yes.
Because of all the nonsense with North Korea. So
Mhm.
yeah, I would not have expected that would have been like your number one place that you've been stationed. Okay, so now where are places that you have just gone?
Some of the places that I've just gone would be London,
Mhm.
Egypt, Barcelona, the Netherlands, so Amsterdam, Brussels, Slovenia.
I can't even spell that.
Austria. The great thing about living in Italy
Mhm.
is when I was there, over the course of those 2 years, I traveled to about 13 different countries.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Because over in Europe, you can basically just get on a train
Mhm.
and go to any of them, right?
Right.
Okay.
You can hop on a train for, maybe 50 euros. You can hop on Ryanair flight for about 50 euros and just be in Barcelona just like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a little too late for me to go. They probably won't take me in the Air Force at this point. 39 years old with 2 open heart surgeries? No?
No, they may not, but you can always try.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I protest, Air Force. Kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't.
I'm sorry. I'm wearing your hat. You got to at least, like that I'm wearing your hat. Okay, so those are the places that you've gone and the places you've stayed. Let's go with, I'm trying to think of the right way to word this, because we're certainly not Air Force bashing, because we're not going to do that. Well, what did you find most difficult about life in the military? Can you talk about that?
Probably just the most difficult was knowing that I have a list of rules and regulations that I have to abide by. And to be honest, we all do.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, we absolutely do. Yeah.
We all do. It's just I just have an extra list.
Okay.
To abide by.
So that's the most difficult. What have you found the most rewarding? You went in because they pitched it as you get to go to school and serve your country. So what, did you find that to be true? Is that the most rewarding part, or is there something that has actually become the most rewarding part?
I would say that overall that is the most rewarding part. Just knowing that I have friends and like an Air Force family, military family that I can turn to for anything, for advice, for guidance, mentorship. Um, Over the course of my career, I haven't just come in contact with only Air Force people. I've made friends that are Marines, Army, Coast Guard, and also people that are serving in other countries.
Hmm.
You know, the Canadian Force, and it's awesome.
The
Just
Canadian Force. Ah.
just to be a part of them
Hmm.
as well, and have those friends and family. Like, it's awesome.
Okay. Now, something else that we talked about beforehand is, um, due to this decision, you're actually pretty close to a particular finish line.
Yes.
Yeah, talk about that, because I know it excites you a little bit.
It's exciting. So I've been in the Air Force for 15 years. It'll
Mhm.
be 15 come January, and that just means I've got 5 more years to go until retirement.
5 more years
5.
until retirement.
Yes.
My retirement plan is to die at my desk. There's my
Wow.
retirement plan, and you're just 5 years away from yours, which is not the same plan. Sorry. Yeah. So, wow. Okay. So you're 5 years away. And then have you given thought? What do you want to do post-military?
Well, post military, my plan is to be a psychologist.
Oh, okay.
Yes. By the time I retire, I plan to have my PhD in
Wow.
psychology.
In 5 years, you're going to have a PhD.
That is the plan, or close to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to call you doctor.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm sorry. Yes, doctor. Okay. And where do you think you want to go? I mean, you've been to all these places. Where do you think, I'm putting you on the spot, where do you think you want to call home when you're done?
Terrible.
Yes, I am.
Hands getting all sweaty.
Remember, there's no one watching. It's only a blue light. That's all it is over there, and there's just nobody there.
You know, Kansas City is on the list.
Okay.
Just because, you know, close family and friends are here, and I love coming here for the holidays. I mean, that's why I'm here right now.
Right.
But I've also toyed with the thought of retiring in London.
London. Okay.
I hear it's really expensive, so I gotta save my coins.
Uh-huh.
But London is an awesome place. I plan on taking my cousins there for New Year's,
Ooh.
just so that they can experience it. It's just like having New Year's in New York,
Right.
but I feel a little bit safer
In London?
in London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a great place.
And
So
how many times have you been to London?
I've been there about 6 times.
Wow, 6 times. I still don't have one. So 6 times in London. So
Yes.
London takes the cake over Germany.
Yes,
Okay.
it does. Germany's great,
Yeah.
but London would probably be my favorite country.
Okay. That
I
would,
mean, I speak the language, so that's
well,
one hurdle.
I try. I probably still mess it up. I would sound terrible to them. I sound all Midwestern. All right. So let's back it up. I didn't ask you this before. So you're from the Kansas City area, correct?
I am.
Okay. So you grew up here, always been here.
Always been.
Okay. So that explains why Kansas City's on the list. As well it should be, because, you know, we're the greatest town ever. Sorry, I always have to plug the town. Better than anything in St. Louis.
And
So-
I mean, another reason why I'm here, last week I was able to do recruiter's assistance with the local recruiting office here. And I had the opportunity to go to a high school and talk about the military, about my travels, and about the things that I've done in the military. Where else did we go? We went to the mall, and we just, you know, spread the word, and
Okay. So this was a little bit of a working vacation.
a little bit.
Ah, okay.
Hmm.
And so then now it's turkey time.
Turkey time.
I mean,
yes.
you have to deal with me first, and then after that, this is like all just get your grub on.
Oh yes.
Nice. Nice.
My aunt, she's in the kitchen right now. She made a strawberry lemonade cake.
Oh,
She's got the greens cooking, and
you
I'm
didn't bring me
ready.
a piece.
I didn't. It's cooling off.
Oh.
She just put the glaze on it. I'm sorry.
Wait. No, that does sound really good though. Let's see, but now my mind went to food, and all my questions just absolutely disappeared. But no, we were talking about something before the show. I want you to tell people about it, because again, this is all about other people's voices and other people's perspective. And I was talking about how I'd never been out of the country. You know, I've never been to Germany or London or anything like that. And you told me about the vision board. tell everyone about a vision board and then kind of explain how yours has worked.
Well, a vision board, and I'm sure other people have heard about it.
I didn't. So she's reiterating this to me.
Well, basically, this is a board that you can create so that you can focus on your goals. You can go to the internet, you can look in magazines and cut out pictures of things that you want, cut out sayings. A great place to go is Pinterest. You can find all kinds of motivational and inspirational things to put on your board. Say, on my board, I had a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
I wanted to go on a hot air balloon ride, and especially in Germany, just to kind of see the countryside and whatnot. And I put that photo on there, and I kid you not, less than 2 weeks, probably within 2 weeks, I won a hot air balloon ride.
That's so cool.
It was awesome. So,
but you haven't taken it yet.
I haven't taken it yet because it got a little chilly. But I plan to take that in the spring.
In the spring, okay. Because you still have mental math. You still have what, a year and a half left over there?
2 years.
Oh, you're still 2 years left over there. Okay. Well, then, yeah, you have plenty of time for a hot air balloon ride.
I do.
Nice. Okay. And so let's see. We've talked about you're gonna become a doctor, so you're gonna have to call you doctor. You're gonna between Kansas City and London. I don't know what else. What else is something that maybe you haven't been able to do because of your time in the military that you're looking forward to? You're gonna be retired in 5 years.
Well, I would really like to go to Japan.
Japan.
Yeah.
Okay. Just because you haven't been there, or is there a certain appeal?
Just because I haven't been there, and there's an appeal. I want to experience the culture. I briefly want to experience the food because I like sushi, but I'm one of those people that likes the cooked sushi, not everything raw.
From what I hear, that's sacrilegious. I don't do sushi, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, I hear that cooked sushi, that's going to get you in trouble in some circles. All right, what else? So Japan?
I'd like to go to Japan. I'd love to go to some places like Singapore, Indonesia, maybe Taiwan, definitely China. I would like to check out China.
You're kind of ready for the whole Asia area,
Yes,
the whole Orient and all that good stuff.
I want to walk the Wall of China.
Okay.
While my knees are still good.
Your knees aren't good now.
They're not.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think most of the military people I know, their knees are bad before they're even out.
Yes.
So, yeah. Ouch. Okay.
Literally.
So, yeah, literally, ouch. Now again, because you're not speaking for the Air Force, you're only speaking for yourself.
Yes.
When your time there is done, what are some causes or some things that you want to kind of put your time towards? Like for me, it's this whole mental health thing that we've got going here. It's the helping people through divorce and the single life. What are some of the things that you're passionate about outside of the realm of military? Anything immediately spring to mind that you can't wait to jump into when you're out?
Well, I mean, of course, getting my degree in psychology, finishing that up is a passion of mine. And it leads back to the military, to be honest with you.
Really?
I would really love to continue to work with all branches of the military, whether it's working at the VA as a psychologist, or having my own private practice. I feel like our service members really need people to talk to and people that understand their struggles.
Right.
Understand all the requirements of the military, and they don't have to go into a session trying to explain everything that they do on a day-to-day basis. It would be great to just come into your session and know that your doctor knows your struggle.
Right. And I do think it makes a big difference. Like, again, under the umbrella or the realm of this show, I can talk to people about divorce because I've been through it. And I can talk to people about single parenting because I've been through it. And I feel like when someone hasn't. Right. When I first got divorced so many years ago, I went to a therapist, counselor. I'm not sure what his official title was. It's been so long ago. Yeah, I mean, he's been married for 20 years and has 2 kids and has never walked in these shoes a day in his life. And it just makes a difference.
Right.
And so the fact that you can say, hey, I served my 20 years, I retired this, I know exactly where you are.
Right.
and here's where we're going to go. I think that's a huge benefit, and something that, again, with what I do with Team Fidelis, we have people who have done that.
Right.
We have the Marines who have been through it. We've had the Navy guys who have been through it, and this, that, and the other. So yeah, no, I think it makes a big difference, and I think it's really cool that that's where your heart is. Even after you're out of the service, you want to work with the service.
Yeah, I can't see myself separating myself too much from it.
Really?
Once I retire, nah.
So what's that? Are you a lifer? Do they call those lifers?
Yeah, when you retire, you're a lifer.
Nice, nice, very cool. All right, well, let's see. I'm just trying to see. I can't read very well if anything came in.
Do you have any questions? Let's see.
Where in Germany are you stationed?
I'm stationed in Geilenkirchen, Germany.
Spell that.
Ooh.
No, I'm kidding. I couldn't if my life depended on it. So let's see here. Oh, sorry, I missed a few. We got a few people. Oh, there's a thank you for your service. So.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. So let's see. Is there anything else that we had talked about that you might want to tell to all these wonderful people who are watching the show on this holiday week?
Well, I think we did talk off camera just about the fact that I wish I had joined sooner.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
If I had joined right after high school instead of taking those silly years off,
Which
I'd be
we
retired by
all
now.
did. We all did
I
that.
would be retired by now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mm.
Working on a second retirement.
true. So what's your plan for your PhD?
Plan for a PhD psychology. I
Well,
want
but how are you going to get there? Is it on your vision wall?
It's
Come
on my
on.
vision
What's your
board.
steps right now?
Yes, it's on my vision board. I'm going to try to find the best program to go into. More than likely, I'll have to wait until after I retire to complete my residency, because that is something that you have to, focus on and spend up to 1,000 hours with hands-on patient care.
1,000 hours?
Yes.
Oh my
At
goodness.
least 1,000 hours.
I'm
Yes.
no. Oh my gosh. That's like several full-time jobs all wrapped into one right there.
Yes.
Okay, so I have to blindside you with another question. But this is the week of Thanksgiving, and every year on the show, the week of Thanksgiving, we'd like to talk about what we're thankful for. So
Classic question.
I know. So what are some of the things that you're thankful for before we send these people off to gorge themselves on turkey and pumpkin pie?
Well, one thing I'm thankful for is just my health.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot take your health for granted. I push everyone to, just use what you got while you still got it.
Right.
Definitely. I try to use my knees while they're still working. They might be creaking every now and then when I come up and down the stairs, but since I've been here in Kansas City, I've been trying to get out every morning and do my jogging and walking. This morning I walked 4 miles in the area, and it was freezing. It was cold.
It was a little chilly. A little chilly this morning.
But it was great to just kind of be out there, and if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yep. All right, so now I'm going to make you start a fight with everyone on here.
Oh, why?
Kansas City's best barbecue is
It's Gates.
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 We have a
barbecue.
Gates. You may commence fighting.
Gates barbecue is the best.
All right, now have you gotten your fill of Gates since you've been back home?
I have. I had some yesterday. I met up with a friend for lunch. It was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gates barbecue, got that part done. Well, cool. All right. Well, let's see. Oh, I got to do my thankful. I am thankful for everyone who's watching tonight. I get the easiest thankful spiel because I get to thank you guys for watching. I know it's a holiday week, and so everyone's kind of ready to go do their thing. So, but I want to thank you very much for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
Yep. Do you have any shout outs? Anyone you want to say hi to, or anyone you want to tell to go fly a kite? Either way.
I just want to shout out to all my family here in Kansas City and family all over the states.
Yeah, you've got them everywhere, don't you?
Everywhere.
Yeah. Let's see. You have a Texas.
Texas, California,
Okay.
Washington, Oklahoma. My little brother is in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, they're all over the place. All right.
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. I was just up there earlier this year. That was a fun state. I like that place. So cool. Well, that's going to do it for us. You guys go do your Thanksgiving thing. Be safe. The weather's supposed to turn nasty around here. So if you're local,
Snow's coming.
Yeah, be careful, because that's just not fun for anyone. So there we go. And thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next week. I'll have a few more guests, because we're just kind of getting all the guests to finish out the year. More of them, less of me, always a good thing. So you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Be safe, be careful, have fun, and send me some pumpkin pie. Thanks. Bye.